This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
Tim,
Bill,
I know you're devastated.
I am.
And this is the reason why.
I'm retiring as of today. It's probably the hardest thing I've actually had to do. I've avoided you boys like the plague the last week because I found it real hard. You boys care and say how's things, and I'm sitting there lying to you saying I'm going well, I'll be back playing, but deep down knew that it was going to be too much.
That is Jake King after 107 games with the Mighty Tigers in 8 years. He announced his retirement today, effective immediately, and we welcome him to the Rush Hour. Push up, welcome.
Hey boys, how are we?
Now, mate, my old mate over here,
Look at him.
Jim, is devastated. He can't talk, mate. What's going on?
Yeah, JB, mate, I'm really sorry. I tried to get back. We did everything we could, but we just couldn't do it.
It's ripped my heart out, push up.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. The foot just it got too much, and it's just too much pain, and there's nothing more the doctors can do. So I'm booked in to see the surgeon tomorrow to try and get fixed ASAP.
All right, so what is that? I mean, in all seriousness, you've had it hardly played this year, so it's obviously chronic. What is it?
Is it a toe push up?
So what it is, it's the main joint in the big toe on the foot where they attach. So there's no cartilage left, and I every time I walk or run, it's bone on bone, and it keeps putting stress through the foot and the toe and leaving little hairline cracks and breaks there. And yeah, it's nothing that we can fix without surgery.
Hey, did you cry today when you spoke to the boys and announced your retirement?
No, I didn't. I'm actually finding it harder to talk to you boys now. Obviously, JB's put a lot of time and effort into getting the career where it is, and you know it's pretty hard to move on.
Hey, push up. You've been a bloody star,
Yeah,
and as
you
I
have.
said to Bill at the start of the show, not enough characters in modern footy. Everyone's a bit vanilla and all the rest of it, but you've marched to your own beat, which I reckon's been absolutely brilliant. What are the highlights now that you can reflect? What's the 108 games, as Bill said? What's the highlights that stand out for you?
I guess as all footballers, the best part about it is the mates you meet along the way and the colourful characters that you can sit down and have coffee with and share the story. So I think the best parts will be yet to come, but memorable parts of games. So we all know that I had good run-ins with Collingwood, so they were always fun, and the fans always got right behind me. Collingwood cheer squad were very passionate people, so they made it quite entertaining when you walk the field. But I guess the Richmond supporters and the cheer squad that we have, the way they get behind you and the big roars when you do something fun or exciting or even silly, you know, that's something you'll always hold close to your heart.
Now, I remember chatting to you about the blue with the Saints that day when you grabbed old big boy McAvoy and sat him right on his ass, and we all love that push-up. But what I didn't realise was as you got up from that, Stevie Baker, himself a hard nut.
Yes.
In fact, you could sell some considerable tickets to that one
You could.
if it ever got on. I remember you saying to me, push-up, that Stevie had it cocked and you said to him, please throw one.
Oh, well, Andrew Collins, when I first started in VFL, said you can't hit anyone and you can't hit anyone unless they hit you first. So it's funny, no one was silly enough to throw it, Jim. So you had to ask them sometimes just to let out that frustration that was inside you. But they're a bit smarter than what you give them credit for, these footballers.
Hey, what happens now? What are you going to do, Jakey?
Well, first off, I'm going to put my feet up and have a couple of quiet ones, Bill.
Oh, a
boy.
couple of frothies.
A couple of frothies with the boys and let it soak in, and then I'll get this procedure done. So it's going to probably put me on my backside for a good week.
Yep.
And give me a good week to think about what I want to do from here. I've got a few options, and it's just a matter of now working out which one I'm going to pursue the most.
Build some motorbikes.
That's definitely on the cards.
Yeah.
So that's a given, Bill. We're actually
good.
building motorbikes as we start. We've got a couple more, actually.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm still waiting for JB to come and have a ride with me.
Oh, yeah.
He wouldn't do that, mate.
Push up. You've had some great boys give you a lift along the way. Glenn Archer, one of them. You and he have always been tight.
Yeah, definitely. So Arch, fun. There we go. Couldn't even get my words out there. Funnily enough, Arch was there in my first year when he was still at the Kangaroos. Actually, played against Arch, and from that moment, he actually took me under his wing, and he's been enormous the whole way through. So even from the day when he was playing, he was looking after me. So, and he's done a great job at it. I can't thank the big fella enough.
Well, as I said, no one's given me more pleasure in the last 10 years, Push-Up. You've been an absolute jet, and we look forward. Bill and I will shout you to a frothy.
Yeah, we'll buy you one.
Oh, beautiful. We'll look forward to having one with you boys.
Well done, mate. You got a lot to be really proud of.
No, thank you, and thanks for all the support and all the help along the way, boys. It's been outstanding. I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Well done. Jakey King announced his retirement today, has a operation on that toe. Must be pretty bad for Jakey to
Hey, Bill,
pull the plug.
Just be serious for a second.
Yes.
The journey that man's been on to get 108 AFL games out of himself,
Yes.
given where he came from as a footballer and as a unit,
That's right.
is astounding. And I congratulate him because not everyone knows, and neither should they, what it took for him to get to the line and play as well as he did. But
Rookie draft, Jim.
Oh, man.
He was off the rookie draft.
Enormous admiration for
Yeah.
Jake King. He's a beauty.
107 games, and he's one of the ones the supporters love.
Yep.
There'll be no Besson Ferris or Brownlow's there, but he got everything out of his body he possibly could,
That's
and
it.
the supporters love him, mate.
For the rest of his, a bit like yourself, Bill, in a different way, for the rest of his life, he'll be able to walk into front bars and there'll be Richmond fans there
Yeah.
going, Kingy, the first one's on me.
Yeah, and the second one, and
then
don't
we'll
belt
see-
me, and
and
buy
we'll see how they
another
go
one.
from there, yeah.
But you love that about him. Now, just on that, the Richmond
yes.
Footy Club, one lucky fan, Jim, will have the chance to kick for $1 million in Bingle's $1 million boot. It's before the round 20 game,
$1
Richmond
million.
versus Essendon. They get one chance to kick for $1 million in the Bingle's $1 million boot. Go to
Jeez.
richmondfc.com.au to find out more. How good's that?
That's unbelievable. You saw that with the Blues, I think, did it a
we
while
did,
back
yeah.
too. All right. Well done to Jake King, and good luck with that for the Richmond Footy Club, richmondfc.com.au to get stuck into that.
And just